What's up, guys? Welcome to our weekly podcast. I know we missed it last week. I don't even think any of us were thinking about it. We had so much going on trying to get ready for the start of the league last year, but as I think we've been pretty regular, Tuesdays at 9:30 or 10 o'clock possibly in the future, but as of 9:30 right now, we've been pretty regular and no one else is joining. It's fine. It'll be just be me, Rabbit, and Josh talking about our games if that's what y'all want, but I would appreciate it if some more people joined on. That being said, welcome. Got Josh online here. He's playing his game. I believe he's picking it up. How's it going over there, Josh?
It's raining in Jacksonville, so a lot of mistakes early, but we'll get there. It's 0-0, first quarter still.
How's Urban? How's Urban looking out there?
Well, Urban and Deshaun Watson were seen late last night at a bar with some promiscuous women, so they both look rough, a little hungover today, but
I believe those are called Urban's grandchildren.
yeah. Famous Florida girls.
All right, well, let's talk about our first game. I guess me and Rabbit, I played two. Rabbit, you played two also, right?
Yeah.
How's your season been going so far?
Well, I mean, I had low expectations coming in because it's kind of a murderer's row to get started. It was, trending, then Crips, and then I've got Berkey next week. But first game, team played well. Eked one out versus trending. I got up big, and then as my MO would be, let folks back in it in the second half, regardless who you are, whether you're a world beater or 0-15. I'm going to play to my opponent most of the time. But held them off and walked out of Detroit with a win. Trey played pretty well. I think he had 3 touchdowns and a couple of picks that were mostly on me. Did have much of a running game. That's a big emphasis going forward. Had 0 running game versus the Eagles. I think my first pass was a pick 6, and it was all downhill from there. Just one of those games when when that happens, it's not going to be good. And I've never had much success against Cripps. He's got a great defense. I think I ended up throwing 8 interceptions. Almost all of them were my fault. I can't even really blame Madden for too many of them. I mean, just there was somebody everywhere. I thought about pulling Trey, and nope, we're going to get through this. He was up 31-0 at one point. I think I ended up winning, 41, or he ended up winning 41-14, maybe. I think I got 2 touchdowns at least. Trey got 100 yards rushing, so that was one benefit from the game, about the only one. So that was a rough game, but we're on to Green Bay, so.
Bounce back season, whole year.
Yeah.
I think the people with rookie or first year starting quarterbacks, we are all expecting some rough patches. I know I am. I know Carl is, and I assume you have some rough patches there yourself with Trey Lance. But we're all going to be in a fight, especially us three. Well, not Carl. He loves a second year guy. We'll be fighting for that rookie of the year, I think, and. Whoever gets it definitely has a huge advantage going forward with their quarterback, because I believe that's an automatic or pretty close to automatic bump to star, or I guess it would be superstar for you. But
yeah,
my games. I played first week. Dang, I don't even know. Bengals, Nick. And he went up early on me, 10-0. He got the ball first, ran all over me, just right up my face. Some deep passes to Jamar Chase, just beautiful passes. Burrow was on fire. But you know me, I don't really start playing until I'm down 2 scores. So I ended up, who we got? Sleazy. Is this the Cardinals?
Cards, yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? We're just going to talk about our game next.
What's up?
What's up? So,
can y'all hear me?
Bengals put up a fight. I ended up coming back. Mond went off. Nwangu, my rookie running back, who's 95 speed, I played amazing. Dude just lights out. I ran 2 screens in the red zone, and both times he blitzed, and Nwangu took them both for 25 yards, 20 to 15 yard touchdowns. And like I said, Mond, he missed some passes. Definitely did, but he's a rookie. I got to play him to see if he's going to be my starter going into the next year. So I ended up winning that game after going down 10-0. Then my second game against the Cardinals, it was a very similar experience. I went down 14-0. Mon threw a comeback route completely off target right to the corner of the Cardinal. And I don't remember if you picked six that one, but it definitely
I don't think so.
you definitely scored on it regardless. So you went up 14-0. I again don't play until I'm down. So I battled back to the lead, or I think I tied it up at halftime. So coming out of half, 17-14. It was there until the middle of the fourth. I was up 17-14, driving. It's probably at the 30, and I throw a pick six. Throw a pick six. I think it was on an in route or out route. It was on an out route. Never
Out
throw
route, yeah. That's correct.
it. Yeah, pick six. It took it back. Went up 4. And after that, I just I threw. I have Mond. He knows I have to throw. Nwangu got hurt in like the first or second carry, so I had no run game pretty much the entire game. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. Alexander Madison, and Adrian Peterson played quite well, I think, but it's not the home run threat that Nwangu was. So he could definitely focus on my pass game. And Mond threw some pretty bad passes. But it wasn't his fault I lost at the end. I definitely threw that out route. That was on target. It's just an out route, and I promised myself I'd never throw out routes again. And there I did, an out route for a pick six. So I'm 1-1. Mond has 650 yards passing in 2 games, so I'm gunning for that rookie of the year. Hopefully, I really need it. If he doesn't get it, I think I have to draft a quarterback. If not, I'm in a good position to build Mond going forward. I think he's not playing bad. I got to get that medium accuracy up, and that's really where he's struggling. He struggles on the comeback routes, which I really like throwing at if they're playing off me, and he struggles on any sort of in route or slant route. It'll be pretty off target a lot. So his deep passes are pretty. He threw a beautiful, I guess it was a corner route, but it was midfield, but Irv couldn't bring it in, but it was for 40 yards, just beautiful on target, right on the dot. Cardinals, how your season going, man? Sleazy, you there? You muted, buddy.
Yeah, I'm here.
How's your season? I know you lost week 1.
Yeah, that one was. I think I would have won that one if we would have kept that first game. We just played it from the fourth, but he did the same as you. He came back on me, put it to me at the end. That's why I say you lost that game. I don't think I would have won that game, but I'll take it. I'll take the easy one.
Hey, it doesn't matter.
Easy wins. Yeah.
I know you said you've had some trouble passing the ball. That's not what I've heard. That's not what most people are saying about this Madden. Your run game, you had the 1 carry for 84 yards on your very first carry against me. That was part of the 14-0 come up. Why are you having trouble passing with Kyler Murray and Hopkins and Rondale Moore and Andy Isabella? I mean, all those Max Williams.
Don't rub it in. No, I don't. I just learning the game. I think right now, just too scared to throw picks. I see everybody with 4 or 5 picks a game. Just kind of take my sacks and punt it.
They're definitely up there. I played week 1. I only had 1, and it was off a tip pass. This week, I definitely had more. And like I said, I think I threw 4, and I definitely got to place 2 of them squarely on me. 2 of them were Mond just being Mond, but I mean,
well, that one I thought I had, but he dotted me up when you're scrambling to the right to like double coverage.
I
think he almost scored on that one too. I think Jefferson maybe
took it, ran it for another 30 yards if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I would have liked to watch these.
Well, they put the little box.
I set my stream up, so I'll be able to stream now.
No matter where I put the little box, it's always covering some important information I need in the game, and it's so aggravating. Where the hell is that? Like
top right.
Top right? What is that? It covers something up there, though.
That doesn't cover anything.
Where?
I need mine to cover my score, so I don't stop playing.
Yeah, just put it in the.
I feel like I get up every game and just.
Keep my games from now on. Josh, I know you're in game. How was your first game? You traded? You made a huge trade for Deshaun. Well,
Yeah, we started out 7-0 on the road, and then just took my foot off the gas, and we had a comfortable win. No worries there. It was pretty easy game. This game's a little tougher. It's 7-3 right now. He just scored a field goal. So,
well, rain games are always and generally a tough time in Madden. You could play anybody, and a rain game can make them, make the Super Bowl champion lose to a 0-16 guy. Call it any 0-16 names, but rain games are tough. What made you want to trade for Watson? Do you feel like this is your year now? You trade
just a quarterback. Hey, I don't care about draft picks. I don't need them. I don't need to replace anybody. Like, everybody's on cheap, long deals. I can re-sign the corners for relatively cheap. The expiring this year for about 14 mil a piece, and I have a ton of cap room. Deshaun Watson's whole salary is basically paid, so just going all in. Everybody's teams are going to get better in year 2 and 3, and this is it. My team's ready to go.
Okay, fair enough. I know that was a hard fight for Watson. I think you felt you didn't have a chance at him at least 3 different times, and then all of a sudden you try to make this huge trade for Love, it didn't go through, and then you're like, all right, well, Watson then, and it came through. How confident were you getting Watson about, let's say, a week before the season started?
He wasn't even in trade discussions at the time, so not at all. I tried to get him earlier, and TRC kind of backed off of it. And then I threw the kitchen sink from Love, and that got turned down. So I just offered the same thing for Watson. He immediately took it. So I was like, okay. He said he would have to be blown away. I offered that. There was no more negotiating. He accepted it. We had a fight till the last vote in the committee.
That was a huge deal. That was well worth. I think he got well worth what?
The toughest we've had to do.
Fair enough. I didn't feel like, me personally, I think I had some pieces he liked. I just didn't feel like my team is there. Where you said you can give all that away, you feel comfortable for the next 2-3 seasons that your team is young enough. You're not going to be losing talent. You'll still have money in free agency to spend. You're fine where you're at. I feel like my team is a little in need of a rebuild year 1. So I felt like if I did that trade, I would be stuck in purgatory.
I try to downplay it and say, I traded 3 backups draft picks, but those 3 backups could start on any other team, and they develop into superstar players, if you know how to use them, which TRC does, and he knows that. So I overpaid, but you have to overpay for a quarterback. There's no such thing as a fair, even deal for a QB.
Could we get somebody? Cardinals says, but it's not our Cardinals. Cardinals, hello?
No, it's me.
No?
I'm back. New name.
Okay, well, you got your other guy still somehow. Fair enough. Okay.
I have to overpay if he's going to pay $60 million in year 2 of cap, or $55 million cap. You have to overpay for that.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, yeah, I think he's definitely set up for the future. He took a team. If he wins the Super Bowl this year, we can't say anything about it. Texans are a bad team. They are hard to fill. They're holes everywhere. They're not young per se. It's not like they have a bunch of young talent that's just not developed. They don't have any talent, and their quarterback isn't even really a fun rookie in David Mills. It's just a guy. Nothing exceptional about him. But he's doing it, so we'll see what he does. I believe he was week 1 led the league in passing yards with David Mills, which was the biggest surprise. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at the scores for week 1, but let me say my biggest surprise. I want to shout this guy out. We're getting him a lot of shit on here.
Pats.
Yep, he traded for Dalvin. He gave up a first and second. Some people were like, "Why the fuck would he do that? He's not there where he's 1 player away." But he blew out a former Super Bowl champion in H2O 40-0. I don't know what the score is now, but he was winning against 89, 27-12. BM world.
He was winning.
He's still winning?
I think he was. He's talking a lot, so it's either really bad or
he just needs Watson or Hopkins.
He does need Hopkins. He's not getting him this year. He's actually trying to trade for Chandler Jones right now, I believe. He's going all in. I got to give BM props. He's going all in. This isn't the normal BM. He usually trades away his top talent. He gave me Rob Gronkowski one year. He usually goes young. This year he's going big. He's doing the opposite route and he's pulling people in, and he's running crazily with Cook. He ran for like 110 yards week 1. I don't know what he is this week. So I want to give BM props. Rabbit, I know we've played with him a while. How is this? Is this surprising to you? It's kind of disappointing. I was thinking I was going to get like a top 10 pick with this.
Yeah, I mean, he normally isn't a world beater by any means. He just scored. He's down 44-41 with 4:10 to go in the fourth. He missed the extra point. He's down 44-40. Should be 44-42. He missed his first extra point. But he's probably the biggest surprise. I mean, granted, we're 2 games in, and he's probably going to go to 1-1 here. But to see that score against H2 was surprising, and the fact that he's, reversing course, and maybe it's going to work for him at least to potentially give Nemesis a run for his money in the AFC East and see if he can beat out those Bills. I don't know if the Bills are going to be tough either way. But you never can tell. Definitely pulling for some Pats. He has always been fun to play. We've given him shit about. I think he had the most sacks for the longest time. He might have actually had lost that record by now, but what's that? He still has it. Nice. So it'd be interesting to see how the rest of his season plays out. If that week 1 is an aberration, maybe H2 hasn't played hardly at all. I mean, not that we can really, blame it on that, but we'll see how it goes.
I gotta say, I've played with Tua a few times, and that man is not a good quarterback in Madden. He's slow lined up. He's not like super fast to get away from pressure. His accuracy isn't world beater. He's got like no specialties. Oh, we lost Cardinals. I was just about to ask him a question. He's got like no specialties. I think Josh has played with him too. He is not a fan of Tebow either, if I remember correctly. We played a couple.
Tua, yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to give BM some props on that, man. He's played a real good season. I think I want to say we've had really good activity for week 1. All games were played or scheduled really early. Maybe one guy that was a little iffy. I know we had to remove the Seahawks owner. I'm sorry about that, Marv.
But first time Seahawks game is going to not be played either. I don't know whose fault that is, but
it's the Seahawks. But so I guess I'll be his first game next week. My next game is against the Seahawks, so hopefully he can play Thursday. And
good introduction.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know anything about this guy. I've never played him. Josh, have you played him in a test game?
No, I haven't. Just from talking to him, it didn't sound like I maybe need to.
Okay. Well, we'll see what goes up with that. I'm definitely streaming that game. Guaranteed that one will be streamed. So sorry to mark that, but let me go ahead and say that thanks for the activity. That's going to be something we're going to harp on this year. And if we have to replace people, it's going to suck, but it's going to be necessary. We want activity. We even got our rewards this year from our great donor, East Coast Breaks. They're going to donate some card breaks to us if you play 14 out of the 17 games, or at least you're not at fault for 14 out of the, for 14 out of 17 games. So props to East Coast Breaks for dropping that. And Rabbit also, I think he's going to be in charge of divvying out the rewards for that. So I want to give them props. Also, if you guys join any of their things, they're not bad deals. A helmet break for $5 for your favorite team. If you win, that helmet's going to be a minimum of $100. You can't really beat that. That's awesome. I'm waiting for the next helmet break. I'm hoping to get a Justin Jefferson myself, but probably not going to. It is what it is. Maybe.
Yeah. It is. It's a lot of luck, but that when you hit big, that one time out of 20 that you hit big kind of makes up for all the rest of the time. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Again, if you're not at fault for 14 of 17 games, then you're going to be entering into a break for probably about $100 worth of cards. And don't have, what box it's going to be or anything like that right now. As we get closer to the season, we'll probably set one aside for them for that. So looking forward to that. Oh, sorry. I thought Ben he's driving. He's got a minute to go. He's down 44-40. I thought he just threw a pick.
That's going to be.
Is anybody watching right now? No.
Nobody's watching. BM's more excited.
Yeah, you're up 20-10, halftime, almost.
Just the last seconds of this game have been nuts.
So anytime I see a break or anything other, just remember every time you're investing in this guy, it's going to keep investing in us, and that's going to keep allowing us to give you new prizes throughout the season. I think card breaks are going to be awesome. I think Rabbit's going to divvy up by team, so you'll probably have your favorite team. Just playing your 14 games, you have a possibility of getting your favorite rookie card or your favorite player, whoever you want. That's pretty big for us. Not something we've ever done it before, and it'll be nice to pay back the community for what y'all do for us. But in order to do that, make sure you support this guy too. Like I said, the deals are steel. You're not gonna honestly. I've been in a couple of razzes. I've been in a couple things like this, and honestly, the way he does it, you put money on your team. You're not always gonna win, no. But when you do win, you're gonna win your team. You're gonna win what you want. And like Rabbit said, the one time out of 20 is going to be enough to pay for the last 20 and probably 10 more.
Right.
Deal is getting screwed in there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got in on the little mini helmet break, and I think there's another one with still some teams open that's actually going to be a break for 2. So you could potentially win both of them. The odds definitely wouldn't be in your favor for you to win both if you just bought one team, but we're looking forward to it. And there's always going to be more breaks on his site for other cards, all types of sports. So check them out for sure.
I'll say my John Randall mini helmet, I paid $159 for. This is the exact same thing. So you have a chance at a $159 helmet there's still a couple $5 ones out there. $5, $4. So you don't even if you don't like the team, and you just want an investment, it's not bad, I think I have the Falcons and the Texans.
Go. What?
One?
No, I don't know what the fuck he is doing, but fucking 89's throwing it with it was 3rd and 3, granted, but throwing it in the red zone, up by 4, throws a pick 6. So now there's 30 seconds to go, and we'll see if BM can hit. Nope, he can't hit extra point, so he's up by 2.
What the BM?
He's missed 3 extra points, at least that I've seen, because I was watching this game when it first came on. So, 30 seconds to go. He's kicking off now. Jets have all 3 timeouts. I'm about guaranteed that he's going to get into field goal range, but we shall see. Too funny.
So, might be on him.
You guys collect the helmets?
What's up?
Y'all collect helmets?
I do. Yeah, there you go. I have 2 myself. Rapper Kendrick's jersey where I got from somewhere. I don't know where that could have came from.
Trash, probably.
Yeah, probably trash. That was a gift.
Dumpster diving.
Gift from Josh. I like the mini helmets. I want a large helmet. I have a large helmet, but it's not signed by anybody. I want a large signed helmet, so that's going to be something I'm. Oh, I'm sorry. Definitely looking in for too, and I want something Randy Moss. I don't have any Moss signatures, so that's something else I'm going to look into also. But Carlos, you collect anything, buddy?
Yeah, I got a big helmet. Cowboys. I took it to the draft when they had it in Dallas. You got some signatures on there.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
They shipped everybody out though. They shipped Cole Beasley, shipped him out. Switzer, they shipped him out.
Oh, wide receiver.
Woozy, he got shipped out. So my helmet's full of non-Cowboys now.
If you could have any autograph at all, who would it be?
Probably Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Gretzky.
I almost did when I was a little kid. He walked by going into the game, but I guess he wasn't signed in that day.
Oh, but
But I got his picture like right there, like walking right by.
you ready for the real life game, October 31st? There, Vikings Cowboys.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Is
Mm-hmm.
it
We're both coming off the
in
bye.
Minnesota or Dallas?
I think it's
I
in
had to look.
Minnesota. I think this is in Minnesota. The next one's in Dallas, or it's flipped. One of them's my next two games. One's a home, one's away. I'm not fully sure which one's which, but team's been playing pretty well this year. You excited about them?
Yeah, I am. Like I say, that secondary worries me with Cousins. The way if he gets to sling it, we'll see.
Diggs has intercepted a pass in 6 straight games. Oh my God, BM, come on.
He just what happened?
I know that's wild. It's more luck than skill, but at this point,
Right.
we'll take it.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot of luck to get an interception in 6 straight games, but BM is now let 89 go to the 33 seconds to go. Going to try to kick a field goal. He looks like he is not going to ice him. Nope, there comes the ice.
Okay, let's go, BM. Let him get to the 30.
Loser gets Chandler Jones.
Kicks, man. Damn, man.
So, what do you guys think? Who's gonna be the team out of the AFC and the NFC? Because
Jets win.
blown wide open with some of our judgments.
You said Jets won?
Sitting that one.
You said NFC and AFC?
Honestly, I know how y'all felt before the season, but Rabbit, sitting at 1-1, probably didn't expect that, and some of the better players have crappy teams. So, I mean, trending's what 0-2.
Yeah, he's on. I don't know, man. I gotta see. I'm not honestly gonna be able to change my predictions until like week 8. There's a lot of surprises. Trending being 0-2, as big of a surprise to me as BM being 1-1 now. I don't know yet, man. I can give you some names, but they wouldn't be that much different than when they were before. I still think Trending's going to turn around and make the playoff. I know everybody else is down on him because he's a Lions. I think he's down on himself because he's a Lions. It's weird. But he just traded for a wide receiver from the Cardinals. So I guess he has his deep threat. No, wait. No.
No, you're right. I was saying something wrong.
Yeah, Trending got the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't think I threw it to Kirk one time in our game. Last one.
Didn't you threw it to Hopkins though, and you tried to trade him away?
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna go on record, man. There's no more than Hopkins in the offseason. As soon as the offseason hits, I can send out players again. I'm already at my trade deadline. You're gonna get some people there. I want Denard Hopkins on my team, and it's gonna happen. If you trade him, Minnesota.
If you wait 2 years, I'll give you Bosa. Bosa isn't off the no trade until 23. I don't know what it is with Bosa. I mean, I've had the Niners, the past 2 years in ASL, and like he has like 6 or 7 sacks a year. I mean, I'm not a D-line user, so maybe if I did that, I'd get more, but I just don't get that much out of them. So I always try to ship them off.
But I had some issues with that with Daniil Hunter. I would recommend flipping him to the other side, see if that helps.
I actually did that this year. Sent him to left end instead of right end, which is what he normally plays. At least on he's the rushing left end. So,
well, hopefully that gives some better boost. I have the same kind of issue with Daniil. Daniil's not really an elite. It doesn't feel like edge rushers are elite anymore, which is probably because they were so elite 2 years ago that they had to nerf them to the point. It's kind of
disagrees, but okay.
Listen, we all don't have these high coverage corners that shut everybody down so no one can throw the ball against them. So
Von Miller sacks and a touchdown this game.
Again, we all don't have 5 cover. How many cornerbacks do you have in your roster that would start for me?
Yeah, I don't think Trevor Lawrence can see the wide receivers. He's just running around for dear life.
All right. So, let's go with Madden. What do you think of this year's Madden so far? You played 2 games in franchise. I think since the update has been, I know everybody says this defense is broken and like but I think defense has definitely taken a big step up in this last update. So Rabbit, what are your thoughts on Madden so far this year? The next gen experience we are rocking with here.
Yeah, I mean, I like because I didn't play it last year on next gen, but I like the motion of it. I mean, it's not as arcadey, at least as far as running goes, at least from my opinion. I think defense is a little bit better. You know, I wasn't one of those guys early on that just, you know, maybe I just didn't know the right plays, but it seems like everybody knew the right play to throw on every single defense, and knew when and what to throw that would pull the safeties down or what have you. So I didn't really necessarily see that, but it definitely looks good. I can't figure out how to stop a corner to save my life. I'll run. People are hitting them on cover 3, 4, man, shut it over everything. So I don't know. I need to work on that piece, but getting killed by the corner.
What else can't you stop?
Everything, man. I can't stop anything. I'm a sieve over here.
Cardinals, I believe this is your first year starting in NSL. You were in ASL, came to NSL last year. You played the whole season though. How are you? Do you feel any difference between playing in NSL and ASL?
Not really. They're mostly the same guys, from what I know. But
That's true.
a lot of us moved together.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
had
the league. It's more intricate and everything, but which is pretty cool.
Well, yeah, we definitely focused on NSL this year. I think we've done a lot of good things going this year. The whole scout thing Josh did. So I know he was very aggravated about that, but I'm glad we got it done. Probably not going to do that again. Josh, what are your feelings about this Madden compared to last?
I'm enjoying it a lot more. I just like how the players feel. If y'all looked at last Gen Madden, like since you've played this, like have you seen any play footage or anything?
No, I would turn it off. That's disrespectful. I paid $500 for this. I'm not
just for Madden. That's all.
looking at last. I'm guessing it's. I remember watching. I was looking at the highlights somebody had posted, which I am really doing really bad at this year. I need to get some. Everybody needs to do that. Get some highlights for Rabbit to choose from. If you just send 10, he's gonna have to choose the 10 shittiest highlights he has, and nobody's gonna. It's not gonna be cool. So send highlights. I'm bad at it. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna try and get some highlights versus the Seahawks, and not get blown out by 50. But everybody, get some highlights and send them to Rabbit here so he can have something to work with. But that being said, I was watching one of the highlights and I was like, these graphics are really good. Like, that's one thing EA is doing better this year than they have. It looks really good. So I'm not saying it plays really good, but it looks really good. And that's a third of the battle. So, all right, last question here. We're going on 33 minutes. Was a scouting update worth it? That's a pretty simple question. Rabbit?
I mean, it's yet to be told. We're two games in and haven't really necessarily seen a whole lot for it. But excited about the potential that it's showing, and the kind of in depth that you can go on some of these guys. I haven't watched a whole lot of videos, or I probably should maybe sim a season and see what it's like in as you go along, just to get a feel for it. But hopefully it's going to be worth it. So far, so good. Come and talk to me again after season 1, and we'll see.
That's a fair assessment, especially if you haven't watched the videos. Like, I think me and Josh definitely have. Cardinals, you had any insight on the scouting update? You think it was worth it or not? Or you not? Don't have an answer yet.
No, I think it was worth it, just because it's different than the past Maddens. So anything's different, I'm for it.
Yeah, anything that's different. Just something different. Yeah.
Just something. Give me something.
Good, just different. Josh, I'll give you that question. I know you did watch the video. I know you are pretty insightful about what the draft is going to consist of all the way. I know you. I'm not sure if you simmed the season, but I think you know what it is about. What do you think it was worth it at this point, or?
Yeah, I'll just say sure.
Sure.
Yeah, it's it's less buggy than I thought it'd be. So that's after they fixed crashing all the games.
Except for the scouts. You can't throw too many scouts into the pool or it'll fuck it up.
Yeah. It's not as buggy after they did that, day 2 patch or whatever, but we did lose a lot of that excitement and that charm of, of the new Madden season. It's been like 2 months, and you don't really get that back. Now, you know how it goes after you play. After the NFL season's ended, you just kind of lose a little bit of that. So, time will tell.
Yeah, I think at the end, that's going to be a big determining factor. After season 4, after the season ends, are we going to be able to keep playing? I definitely want to do 5 seasons. I feel like this Madden is different enough where we're not going to be just dead after 3 seasons like we have been in the past. And I think them opening up the offense a little bit, even if I think the picks are still there, but maybe the offense is a little bit easier to maneuver. I think putting up like BM and 40 point games is a lot more fun than in past Maddens, where if you play an elite person like 89, he's going to hold you to 14. You got to hope you score 15. It's just boring. Like, I don't want to run the ball 30 times. I want to be able to pass the ball without risking interception every time.
Right.
So that being said, we gotta hopefully we can get that season 5 in, and hopefully we keep activity up. Like I said, we're harping on that hard this year. So I'm already disappointed that we have 2 sims for week 2, but if we can keep it to 2, that's fine. Hopefully we can get 2 is enough. But I think scouting update is gonna bring a lot. What I've seen, I haven't simmed through a season, but I did watch 2 separate 40-minute videos on it. So I think there's going to be a lot more randomness to the draft, because the way the scouting is you have the potential of knowing absolute nothing about the same guy that somebody else who, let's say you scouted this dude 60% and another dude scouted it 40%. The dude that scouted him 40% has a chance of knowing better traits than you do who scouted him 60%. You could get like a quarterback and you get his trucking stiff arm, jumping attributes, and he gets his throw power and short accuracy, and he's going to know more about this quarterback than you do, even though you scouted him. So it's going to bring a lot of randomness to it. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it's a thing, and I think it'll cause not only more, more busts in the first round, but definitely you definitely have a chance of drafting a 60 in the first round if you risk it for a high athletic guy who just isn't good at everything else. But you also now run a chance of getting a 70 overall in the 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds, because honestly, people just aren't going to know a lot about these guys besides their athletics. So if there's a 7th round pick and everybody's going to have 40% on this guy, somebody just got to pick him to know what he is. And so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I like the randomness. I don't necessarily like there's not a lot you can do to prevent knowing nothing. But we'll see. I think the first year team draft will say a lot. I think Magic was saying earlier, he doesn't value draft picks as high because you don't know what's in the draft and you have a chance of missing. But at the same point, that probably ups 5th, 6th, and 7th rounders, where in last year's you knew exactly you weren't going to get crap in the 5th, 6th, and 7th round. There was, I think, maybe 1 out of 5 drafts where somebody ever pulled anybody that contributed to their team after the 5th round. So, long-winded answer, but I guess like Rabbit, we'll wait and see. It was just a little more detailed. We got.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah.
No.
Your game yet?
Cut out. Was that me?
Yeah. Are you done with your game yet? It's 10:20. You should have been on the podcast.
36 to 16. There's like 4 minutes left.
So it's done.
Yeah.
Anything anybody else before we go?
I think I'm good.
All right. I guess that's it for us. And we'll see you next. Oh, yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Sleazy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I appreciate you coming on.
No worries.
Since
I'm trying to build a Power Wheels toy, so I think I needed some people. So.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. And we'll talk later. See you next week, guys. Peace.
Have a good one.
Peace.